June 23rd, 2018, part 4 of my crazy little video series. I apologize, I forgot to do the video about how to purge the air from your heating zones. So let me start over and do that, okay? Again, this is a Weil McLain WTGO-4 Series 3 combo furnace boiler with a Watts EXT-30 4.7 gallon gray expansion tank down there on the bottom left. If you see it, I'm going to tell you how everything's set up, and then I'll tell you how to do this. Right now I don't know if you can see that, I got about 15 pounds of pressure in the system, and the water temperature is set at 160 degrees. My thermostat, this is a Honeywell Aquastat, or thermostat temperature settings, if you will. The gauge on the left, the dial on the left is set to 180 degrees. That's the number associated, that dial is associated with your heating system, not your boiler. The one on the right is set to 155 degrees, so there's a 25 degree separation between them. The dial at the top, the black one, that's the differential. I have that set to 20 degrees. Okay, and I'm not going to explain what all that means. You can look it up. It's pretty simple, but basically it controls the temperature that your boiler heats up the water at when it turns on and off, and it sets the temperature when your furnace comes on and off based on the demand for heat in the house. I'll also show you that. Oh, I got to get back up again. That's my, I don't know if you can see that. That's my water tempering valve. Right now I have it set at 120 degrees. I get plenty of hot water right now. Of course, the coil is brand new. And please refer to my other videos on how to clean your coil in your boiler if you need to. All right, real quickly. If you want to purge the air out of your heating system, I have a hydronics heating system. This furnace is oil fired. What that means is I have basically water running through my baseboards. Furnace heats it up, heats the water up, and that's how I heat my house. I have 4 zones. You can see the 4 zone controllers up there. Okay, and over here is the drain pipes for the 4 zones. All right. So, if you want to purge the air out of your heating system, this is how you do it. Pretty simple. You can do it yourself. No big deal. Number 1 step. Let's say you're going to purge in this case, this is the cellar since I'm in the cellar, okay? I'm going to purge the cellar zone. Get all the air out of the cellar zone so I can get good heat down here in the basement. Step 1, turn the thermostat in that zone down below the current ambient room temperature. So if your room temperature right now is 60 degrees, turn the thermostat down to say 50. You want to make sure that the system won't come on and call for heat. Secondly, find your zone control. This one right here is cellar. Zone control is right there. Okay, let me see if I can get a close-up of it so you can see it. That's the zone control right there. You can see the tag, but see that little lever on the side of the zone control? Right now it's forward. That means the zone is on. After you shut off turn the thermostat down low, turn your boiler off. The main switch to your boiler, turn it off. Then come up here, push that, in my case, on this particular zone control, I push the lever backwards towards the back, and that shuts it off. Then I come down here. This right here is the zone to the cellar. I shut this valve off. Right here, I shut this valve off. This is the water return back into the system. Shut that off. Okay? Open up this valve right here. Make sure your hose is down into the bucket, because that's where it's going to drain. And it's going to start draining water into the bucket. You're going to get, if you have air in the system, you'll see a lot of air bubbles coming out in the water. You run that until there's no more air bubbles. Shut this valve off. Close this valve back. Open this valve, sorry. You shut it before. Go back up here. Take this lever, right? Gosh, I'm not good at this. Take this lever, push it forward. That turns the zone back on, okay? Turn your heater control back on. Now, go to the zone, the thermostat in your zone, and turn it on. Turn it up to a temperature higher than ambient room temperature. So if your room sits currently at 60 degrees, you want to turn the thermostat up to say 65 degrees. You want the thermostat to start calling for heat. All right, when it does that, hopefully, if you've gotten all the air purged out of your system, you'll get nice heat coming out of your baseboards. Do that, repeat and rinse for each zone that you have, and you should be good to go. I do that once a year before the winter starts just to make sure I don't have any air in the system and I get good heat. You may not have to do it at all. I only do because somewhere in my piping I have a pinprick air leak somewhere. I don't know where it is, but one of the 4 zones I get air in my furnace. And by the way, it's usually up on the 3rd floor of the house because it has to push the water up the highest up there. So that's where you're going to have any kind of pressure differential or air in the system. That's where you're going to see the effect of it the most. Okay, so provided you don't have any leaks anywhere, this is the best, easiest way to do it. If you do have a leak somewhere, try to fix that first before you do this. Otherwise, you just have to keep doing it over and over and over again. Okay. Anyway, these are the settings I have for my furnace system. Everything works great. I have no complaints with it, and it seems to be the optimal settings for what I have. So, again, I hope you enjoy this. I'll put a link to this video and all my other videos, and also put a link on my other videos back to this video so you can kind of relate them all together. But in essence, this is my furnace system. And just for your own information, that's the water circulating pump right there. Okay? So, oh, and by the way, the expansion tank should be set at 12 psi. And we're good to go. So I hope you enjoy this. Again, if you have any comments, suggestions, or critiques, I'd appreciate hearing from you. I'm no pro at doing this. These are my 5th video, and I'm doing this not only to help other people that might have a similar situation. Doesn't matter whether you have a Weil McLain boiler combo or some other brand. They all work the same. But I'm also doing this to help remind me on what the heck I'm doing. Because as I get older and I get a little bit more senile, I sometimes forget things. So I hope you appreciate it. Bye-bye.